All right, so I've been thinking about making this video for like the last week, and I keep putting it off for the optimal time. Basically trying to find the right time to do this one. And there's no better time than right now. And the reason I say that is because the reason I was making this video was because a friend of mine was asking my advice on starting something, and she went ahead and did it last night. So this is exactly why I'm making this video right now, is to just get it done. All right, so a friend of mine has a Instagram profile that has a pretty decent following. She's been doing it for a long time. She does the stories all the time, very comfortable in front of the camera. And recently she was talking to me, she wanted to create a YouTube channel kind of based on the same thing. And the crazy thing about it is she was getting nervous about it and didn't know how to start it and wasn't really sure if she should jump on. And which of course I thought was funny, because she's all over Instagram and she does it extremely well. She's extremely comfortable, and jumping over to a new platform, she was thinking about it differently and basically got nervous for it. So then she told me she sat down and she tried to record a video, and she ended up deleting it because she was nervous. She didn't know what to say. She felt like she was coming off different, and she just kind of didn't know what the first video would be about. So I told her that's exactly what your first video should be about. It should be about you being nervous. It should be about you not knowing what to do with the channel, and basically just jumping into it and using that as content. Instead of trying to come up with content or trying to be perfect on the first video, you basically, I told her, I said, just use what you're already doing. I said, you're already comfortable on Instagram. You do stories all the time. You do great with it. And she even agreed. She said, yeah, I know. I don't know why I'm so nervous with YouTube. And I said, that's your first piece of content right there. Just jump in, do it, talk about being nervous, and then just kind of outline what you want to do. And just basically it's authentic, and that's what people go for. That's what people like, which is part of the reason I'm doing this video right now on the way to work. Basically, I'm just creating this piece of content, following my own advice that I gave her. And the reason I'm trying to do this today is because she actually executed on exactly what I said and what she wanted to do. All right, so I'm at work now, so I can finish up my thought, which is exactly what everybody should be doing. Even if you're not comfortable, you basically just have to go for it. You basically have to put that stuff out there. If you're not at you're never going to be at the step you want to be. You're not going to be at the level that you want to be. Even with my stuff, the videos that I do, I see a lot of things I could be doing better, but I'm not waiting until they get better, because they're not going to get better until I go through the whole process and post and learn to do better and make them better. Which is why I'm making this video, like this particular video, in the car and everything. It's also to make a point, just to do it wherever, so I'm not in my natural environment with the backdrop and everything I normally do. But it's also, I have a lot of excuses why, like I said, I haven't made this video for the last week because of my own excuses. Some legit, some made up because I just kept putting it off. But you basically just have to get out there and put it out there, just like she did. That's awesome that she went out there and did it, and she now has her first video up on YouTube. I'll link it up here, so if anybody wants to see it, then go check it out. The other thing I was going to add to that is creating content that's based around what you're doing. Everybody wants to go after content like they've been doing it for years. They want it to seem and look like they're doing the 100th episode, like it's really natural, and it's going to take a while to get there. That's why I always say, talk about your process. What steps are you in right now? People that are just getting into candles, of course, since this whole channel is all about candles, even if it's your first candles, post pictures and talk about the first step, the first candles, the first pour. Basically, no matter where you are in your journey, those steps are going to resonate with somebody else who is also in those steps or about to hit those steps. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope that was at least insightful or inspiring. Hopefully that means something to somebody out there dealing with basically putting yourself out there is very difficult for a lot of people. And I've said it before in another video, I'm in a social setting, I'm not really much of an outgoing person, even though the videos would definitely say otherwise. I have no problem doing this in front of the video, but going to a social interaction, big party or something like that, I'm hanging out in the corner, and it definitely not venturing out. So putting myself on social media is easy because you're basically putting yourself out there for a bunch of people, but it's easy to kind of like the ostrich effect. You're basically burying your head, you're putting your stuff out there, and you don't really realize how many people are seeing it. And the second part of that is getting over perfection. Not every single piece of content has to be perfect before you put it out there. No matter what you put out there, it's going to speak to somebody, and it gets you in the process, the mindset, and the habit of getting stuff out there, putting stuff out there, posting your pictures, talking and putting videos, whatever you're doing. It helps build that confidence for putting more stuff out. So again, I hope that was informative. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thank you. And if you haven't seen it on any of the past videos, the Innovative Maker, that's the workshops that we've got coming up. Atlanta, September 14th and 15th, and September 14th, and Chicago, November 16th. We've got a few people signed up for those. We've got, I think about half the tickets in Atlanta sold, and we've got already 5 or 6 in Chicago. So if you're thinking about going to these, definitely jump in there and get your tickets quick. There's only 30 seats available, so as it gets closer, these things are gonna fill up quick. And the workshops are gonna be incredible for anybody that wants to get a lot of information about candles, getting hands-on, and then of course, you get to keep everything that you make there. So I've got the link for that down below, as long as the links for all the social media stuff that I do, Facebook, Instagram, the website, the email, and of course the DIY Facebook group. So jump over, click over, say hi, and thank you for watching.